Greasy gang, or don't. Bang! You know who it is and you know what it is. It's your boy C Greasy. Now today we're not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right to the action. And we are going to discuss, does your past matter? So, fortunately for relationships, or unfortunately, however you view it, it does matter. Whether you are friends or boyfriend, girlfriend, or even engaged or married. Relationship, period. Knowing someone's past has a great deal of insight on what you're dealing with right in front of you. So the person that you are dealing with right in front of you, they could be built up, they could be a positive person, they could be insightful, they could be the greatest thing you've ever encountered. But trust and believe, people like that, such as myself, we have been through tons of negativity, which is why we are inspired and walking positivity type people. Because we understand that positivity really comes from within. Not just from the exterior, but mainly the interior of a person. If you do not have positive vibes, positive results coming from the interior, and you're only looking for it from the exterior, you will not see positive change, positive result to make you who you are today. And that is a fact. I'm letting y'all know that right now. So again, even on a friend level, you got a best friend, even if y'all only known each other for like 3 years, dig deeper on why they are the way they are. Maybe the reason why they get mad so quickly is because as growing up as an adolescent and coming up into a man, they had to deal with, shoot, I don't know, man. There's just so many ways that someone could come up. You know what I'm saying? Like they can come from the streets. And you know what most things people deal with when coming from the streets. They could come from the suburbs, but because they were so grateful all their life, they just turned the other way and went down the wrong path. And then came back to the suburb type life. So they kind of did it on a choice. But even though it was a choice for them to go the negative route, they now understand that what they had was great. So now that they have that understanding that they've been through something, they now are more humble. They now have seen the other side of the picture of what they was living on. They was living green grass over here, then they chose to go to the darker grass because it just seemed cool to them. It seemed cool to sell drugs. It seemed cool to beat up people for money. It seemed cool to rob people and risk your freedom and head to prison. Now all that seemed cool. So they left the suburbs and they tried it. And then when they tried it and they realized it wasn't as hyped up to be, TikToks really ain't that cool. The YouTube videos they saw really wasn't what it was cracked up to be. The hood movies they saw was really just movies and not really what it was. Now they came back to the suburb life more humble because they're more grateful for what they have. Knowing that there's people out there who did not make a choice like they did. And not even grateful enough to come back to the suburbs. Because some people, once they make that choice, they don't come back to the suburbs. They probably did. As bad as that sounds, they probably did. And if they're not dead, then they are struggling very badly in the hood when they didn't even have to make that choice, that decision, because they're not even from the hood. Now that's just a little example right there, because there's so many reasons on why people are the way they are. Why do they get mad so quickly? What bothers them? What are their triggers, which can go under what bothers you? It's just these little factors that you have to understand on what makes a person who they are today. What you're dealing with right now is just the fixed product. The fixed product. Because before it was fixed, you had duct tape on it, you had super glue, and you had everything else trying to mold it together to keep it together. Because it was going through trouble, negativity, depression. It was going through hard times. It was going through the rain. It was going through the storms. That person was going through any and everything. That person was going through food without a week and a half. That person was going without lights for 2-3 days. That person was going through without paying the phone bill, so he didn't have a phone or she didn't have a phone for a whole month. Because they had to sacrifice what was really most important. That person went through a lot. And who you looking at right now is a nice, jolly, good time person, like without a care in the world, acting like they ain't got no problems that they dealing with, but they really are. And they really have. And the reason why they are so happy and the reason why they are such a positive person is because they realize what the responsibility is the key over everything. Because if they don't have the work ethic, if they don't have the true moral, if they don't have the true respect level for themselves, they would not be where they are. Most people who do not have those, it's sad to say, but they kill themselves. Or they just go into a very deep depression to where they got to get psychological help. So fellas, don't just look at a female, at who she is right now, and just think, oh, she thinks she lied. She thinks she this, she thinks she that. Maybe she is lied. You don't know that. She was probably 250 pounds way before you even met her. So who she is now, standing at 160 pounds, nice and fit, she's earned the respect to feel confident like that. You got to get her respect. Because you are coming in looking at the finished product. But you didn't see what was before. Because what she was before, she probably wouldn't even have caught your attention. She wouldn't even have been on your radar. But the finished product is on your radar right now. You like her. You like what you see. But you just trying to back off. All hoes are the same. She just trying to blow me off. No. She just built up a lot of confidence because she went through the storm. And she's still going through the storm. She's still maintaining right now. And it's not even just about looks. Like I said, it's about the interior of a person. You got to get to know people. You got to know the psychological about people. Now, if you really dig deep and you understand this person hasn't been through nothing and they just really acting cocky for no reason, out. Because we don't play them games. If you ain't about positivity, if you not on your grind, if you ain't worth nothing, quit talking. Move on to the next person and let's get it rocking. Now, I know y'all understand everything. I know y'all feel everything that I'm saying. So therefore, I'm going to end it on like this. I appreciate y'all for staying tuned, for watching my video. And please, let's get the algorithm going. Please share my video, like the video, comment and subscribe. So every time I drop a new vid, you can get the alerts. Hit the notification bell too. Don't be shy. But I'll see y'all next time on the next informational video. Why that mug still rolling though?
Got so many demons on me, I'm trying to keep them off me. The silence will kill them softly, the struggle will get exhausting. I've been waiting so patiently, I won't let a nigga take from me. I've been waiting so patiently, never like it stay. Got so many demons on me, I'm trying to keep them off me.